So I think what I'm doing next is a piece called Motherland. Now this is for the place where I was called, the beautiful place we call, the place I was born, actually, the beautiful place we call Africa. This is for the motherland, this is yours. Came out fighting, been through the wars, gave birth to us children that sing for the cause, dream of running in the fields by your blood-ridden shores, that you paint with the colour of a spirit so pure. Hear the voice of my Lord saying, Ibrahim at dawn, when the sun kisses skin and the warriors are born, trees rise from the ruins and give hope to you all who've been colonised. And this is for the mothers that have mourned the travel back in time. And ask my father if he's sure that we gotta sail away, you ain't safe anymore. What's a garden of peace before you were torn? So I left you as a baby, heard you dark like me. Cause ever since they came, you've been scarred like me. So you keep hoping Allah like me and gave thanks for it all hard as it might be. God bless the earth here, it soon became a burden. Cause man tend to greed and betray the inner servant, the soul. They shed blood on the soil, they shot, killed the trade, shot, killed the rape to run a trade with the merchants. So this is for your merchants who struggle to provide for the young kids with old skin, struggling to survive. See, they make us forget about the savagery and wars. The way they make you think Africa was naturally poor. And they teach it like it's history, like it don't happen today. And they treat it like it's history and it don't happen today. And our economy don't depend on some African slaves, but you're strong, right? So you rise from the pits, like a phoenix alight from the flights with sin. That, you know what? Let's leave that one. I forgot that one. I let that one go.
Phoenix was nice.
Yeah.
Huh?
The Phoenix was nice.
I
like that.
That's where I lost it. We'll forget about that one anyway. Alright. It's like everybody's lost now, just trying to find themselves. And everybody gets their wings burned, trying to rise from hell. Even books are busy dreaming because they're lying on the shelves, and the people lose their souls to their life in this world. So engulfed in the physical, individual gains, but there's a double dimension, a spiritual plane. Isn't it crazy that now they blame religion for the pain when the candle burns or brightens? You can use it either way. The same liquid you survive on can take your life away. Every yang has a yang, even knowledge is the same. It was nothing but a genius who's gone developed age. You see his body, mind and soul, but they just stopped to fight the brain. Lost their conscious on this lane and we must rise from this road. You do not need to follow it to know where it goes. Do we not learn from history or anything we're shown? And forget who we are until we're reminded on that stone. You are judged on what you wrote, you are the author of your times. Ink fades from the page and that's the story of time. All that's carved on the tomb is your name, born and died. Patch your grass underneath and that's the story of your life. Countless times I've been to funerals upon the road to drive. On how I'm living wrong and any time I could fly. Great through to the top, leave the yard before it's night. But one day they drive you in and they won't drive you back outside. So check the energy you emulate, it lingers in the skies. In your mind you see the better days and put the past behind you. Study signs in the present, there are times are looking vital. But knowledge without faith will leave your mind suicidal. They send people out to space, I wonder what you're trying to find for these babies on this very earth fighting for survival. We turn a blind eye and call the Cyclops our rival. Through our actions, not our words, we invite his arrival. We don't read our own Quran, quick to criticize the Bible, quick to call a man before I down, he just like you. You see, there's people that ain't Muslim, better Muslim than us. Cause when they come to giving charity, they give everything up. If I was facing success, would you wish me best of luck? Would you be happy for a brother? Would you spread what I've done? Would you approach me in private if you saw something wrong? Or sit back in superiority and take the role of a judge? You see, my point is, we need a revolution inside. You can't shoot with your arm before you shoot with your mind. And to die as a martyr is to truly be alive, so we raise our black flags and let them dominate the skies. I'm praying I give birth to a soldier now. Listen to this soldier sound. Belly full of sickness but hungry for the potion now. Scriptures that train to survive on the overground, the only way is up. From the bottom there's no going down. Unless you're dead in the grave. Leave your knowledge with the world that many memories stay. Use the mirror just to recognize your enemy's face. Busy diagnosing others, there's no remedy. Wait, we've been trapped for a while like remnants of pain. Trapped in a wrinkle, formed from the smiles left in memory lane. Every line tells a story. Every journal lasts for miles and people steadily fade. While we search for no result in the heaviest way. And call upon Messiah 12 dimensions away. No man is thrown any obstacle too heavy to take unless he put us in a prison we were meant to escape. So I pray for my brothers in Guantanamo Bay. And I pray for the brave hearts ready for change. Small the feeling for the worth of all those efforts you made. The one like all the tears that you shed yesterday. Say a prayer for me if you ever get to the gates. Cause even after all the knowledge I gain and I gain, I just see Ibrahim sin again and again. I think the devil lives in Britain, I don't claim to be great. And even though I talk about religion, I don't want to be a hypocrite and talk like I'm religious. Maybe I'm supposed to put these thoughts into scriptures. and change myself, then change the world with my lyrics. So may Allah purify my heart as I do this. I'm trying to find myself, but amidst the confusion, I'm hearing Farsi war songs in the name of evolution. I don't understand the word, I just know that it's moving. But I'm in London, wondering how I play my part. And at night, Allah knows what I say in my heart. Open my mind when I find there's no light where we are. Knowledge is the key when there's no doors in the dark. Soul distorted in harm, and adored by shaitan. Dark spirits in the dream before the morning salah. Trying to calculate a formula to avoid all the harm, so here stands I, trying to walk to the gardens. In school I did well. I'm gonna infiltrate the upper class because income distribution doesn't flow where my brothers are. Let it lead to the bottom, to the first and the hunger's gone. Importantly abroad, where bombs form, thunder sparks, all from talks to the moon. Falls in love with the stars, no friend but his Lord. Captain tears in his heart, you see the glimmer in his eyes. For the focus in his mind, almost 4 o'clock stop. And watch this boy rise. Yeah, books were made for the shelves. No one was meant to go home. Can't change the world unless we change ourselves. That's a quote from a movie which I like to use quite a lot now. Can't change the world unless we change ourselves. Sorry, I'm just having a little moment with myself. You guys are so like, you guys are scary, man. You're not helping me out. Alright, I'm gonna do a piece called Unchained and then a piece called Losing My Balance, so I'll leave you guys alone. Well, I'll do one piece. We'll have to make a decision now. I'll do Unchained. It's quite short as well. I've been lost in a cage, made of bars of cut. Now, you know what, sorry. I'll do Losing My Balance, okay. We building heaven for ourselves and destroying us. The television makes me sick and that's what poison does. Blur our vision with the images that poison us. Food for thought, yeah, but some food is poison us. So when a noise erupts, fire flow into the heavens. If you can't take the heat, the glow burns, and that's what hell is. All you want that's truly yours is a soul, how could you sell it? Would a traveller ever decorate a hotel we slept in? Or hope to return to his home full of blessing? Such as life, just a journey, time goes by the second. Situations got us puzzled, we all hold into sections. Food for thought and some stars run on hold for seconds, and we focus on stars from the holes that we dwell in. Cause our foes are all stars in this world that we live in. I hope to multiply my charity cause poverty is division. And I'm gonna keep giving it a chance I'll never give him, but sometimes I lose my balance. And I sway with the wind. I heard you test with love, so maybe that's it. When I maintain composure, they push me again. I don't wanna fall off, I'm so close to the edge, but maybe I can fly, yeah, maybe we can rise. Maybe we can uplift this veil from our eyes. Maybe we can change, maybe we can come alive. Maybe I'm just crazy, losing my mind. Only you won't God understand you, and my friends think they're innocent. Claim my lack of choice to justify the sins he did. Selling keys that leave you locked up, mental imprisonment. And sometimes your mind's the most mental of prisoners. All them skills got you losing your balance, so I'm trying to view life from a mathematic angle. Searching for a sign cause I'm trapped on a tangent. You can even burn the soul, use the flame to light the lantern. Use the flame to feel the angle or the flight of the parachute, and the ability to fly don't cost the mind of an average youth. Ask righteous when you change, you think half the world is mad at you. So half the world looks back to you. Day God, can you heal the pain we brought on ourselves? And me, I'm the delinquent slave who asks for your help. I can't ask no one else, can you save me from the war that I started myself? Cause sometimes I lose my balance. And I sway with the wind. I had to test to be loved, so maybe that's it. When I maintain composure, you push me again. I don't wanna fall off, I'm so close to the edge, but maybe I can fly, yeah, maybe we can rise. Maybe we can uplift this veil from our eyes. Maybe we can change, maybe we can come alive, or maybe I'm just crazy, losing my mind. I wrote this verse on a summer's day. Felt a ray of optimism burst through the summer haze. Drunk a glass of hope and crushed the thirst from our hungry days. And Lord helped me put a smile on my mother's face. And last night I had a visit from the past. I guess I had a couple questions I needed to ask. My boy told me he's in heaven and the truth is with Allah. I woke up so mesmerized I had to put it in this bar. If he comes back I want to know how to control myself. Cause biologically I can't even control myself. Losing power, plus we gotta wrestle for help. Restless, I feel I'm falling into hell in the cell. So we telling how I'm ever busy chasing my tail. Man, I'm so busy chasing my tail. So if you find the water wishing, pray for me well. Cause I can't change the world unless I change myself. Thank you.
Thanks, Ibrahim, that was really good. Well, not that scary. Sorry to
scary bunch.
sorry to keep you guys a little bit longer, but we're just going to have a bit of an encore from Ali, who's going to read us some poetry of someone else.
Hi everyone. I'm going to give you a name, and I really would like it if you go Google this afterwards and read about this man. His name is Talha Ahsan, and he's first thing to tell you actually is that he's got Asperger's syndrome. He's autistic, and he was. It's a very long story. You can read it on the internet. But basically, he was extradited to the US after having been incarcerated here. He's a poet. He wrote a poem called "Grieving," for which he won the Kessler Prize. Noam Chomsky has written about his case. He says that the grounds on which he's been locked up are shallow and evasive. And anyway, it's a cause, and the people are still trying to gather support. Was his brother meant to be here? Or?
Yeah.
His brothers are meant to be here and read this read a poem. So please do go Sayyid Talha Ahsan and inform yourself, inform others, and please spread the word. The poem's called "This Be the Answer." A prisoner on his knees scrubs around the toilet bowl, and the bristles of the brush scuttles to and fro as a guard swaggers over to yell rather than ask, "Where is your guard now?" And the prisoner still on his knees, his brush still cleaning, answers, "He's with me now, Gov. My God is with me now, hearing and seeing, whilst your superiors, when they see you, do not look at you, and when they hear you, do not listen to you. My God is risen above the heavens and closer to me than my jugular vein, whilst your superiors, no different to you, allow you no further than the desk. My God wants me to call him, whilst your superiors demand you knock. And when I go towards him with a handspan, he comes to me with a yard, and when I go to him walking, he comes to me running. Ignorance is cured by knowledge, and the key to knowledge is to ask. Less now the exclamation and more a question mark, the guard sulks away and a prisoner on his knees, still, as if in prayer. It's written on the 26th of June 2008.
Thank all of our poets today. They've done a fantastic job. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to you guys for turning up, and thank you to the Blake Society for co-hosting this event. Just to ask if you could possibly fill out the feedback forms, and also to let you know that there's another event on tomorrow as part of Explore Islam Week, which will be Rowan and Paul Williams speaking 5 PM at Queen's Lecture Theatre in Emmanuel College. Thank you again, and so on.